But I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't use it in my special.
Yeah, Lucy, the GM of the comedy club here in town, Zanies, which is like a GM of a comedy club, has heard everything, right? So there's like 8th Avenue has a bunch of construction. They put these metal plates over the road, dig every night, and it's horrible to drive on. And I go, on my suicide note, I'm going to put this as the reason. Like, that's too far for like the neighbors.
Right.
But like,
cancel.
Yeah, us that are around comedy all the time, and like, that's like...
It's good. It's gold.
But no, I wouldn't say that to like my family.
Totally. Yeah.
That's too far.
I would say that to my
I'd say it to my family.
I'd say it to my family.
That's where I go the
Dude,
furthest.
Canadian families,
Yeah.
It's dark. Okay, we're starting and scene. Okay, so the way that the podcast works is
Everyone
threefold.
listening already knows all these. You're just doing this for me.
Yeah, no, but we actually start every podcast this way.
Great way to
We burn a
engage your
lot of
listeners.
time.
Yeah, we burn a lot-
we already we do this every time.
Every single time.
We argue about it.
Yeah.
every
So
time.
number one, no touching of the hair and face.
Of course.
On yourself or others.
Oh.
Mainly others, but
others.
I mean, if you need to adjust, right?
No touching of the hair
Yeah.
and or face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number two,
Because you had a bad run-in with that. You had some go back.
yeah, it's just you start teasing something and then you just keep teasing.
Yeah.
I
I feel that.
So number two,
One, you can only talk for more. You can't talk for more than 1 minute,
yeah,
Total.
or you will hear at a time.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
yeah,
Yeah.
But a very short podcast.
Yeah, we just don't want
5
people
minutes.
going on,
But if
monologues.
somebody interjects, the proverbial ball has touched the rim.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly.
travel.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Proverbial.
Yeah. Proverbial. Yeah. And then number three,
No editing.
no edit, self-edit. Yeah, we don't
I
edit
like
on this.
that, no edit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
If you don't want it on the show, don't say it. Essentially.
Imagine coming on a podcast and then being like, "Can you take that out?"
Exactly.
Yeah, that's people do it.
Not
Too. I
allowed.
go, let me think if I've done it once or twice to people that have come on mine.
Right.
I go, I'll do it, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's a podcast.
Hey, totally. It's
We're
it's a
making all
podcast.
this up.
Exactly.
None of this is
Yeah.
true.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the very funny, the very talented John Crist.
It's a heck of an intro.
You have a new book out, by the way,
yeah, I
right?
got a new book coming out on the
What's the name of it?
17th.
What's the name?
Delete that.
Delete that.
Yeah.
So I was cruising your Instagram the other day.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
It's exactly how it starts.
You know what? You DM'd me to come on this at like it was a little late at night. I go, what is he doing? He's like, hey, dude, it's like 1:30.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, what are you up?
Well, I was looking for hot bodies,
Oh yeah.
and of course, I came to yours.
Here we
And
are.
I was like
Yeah.
knocking at your door. Oh, it's John Crist.
Oh, what's up?
He's so tall and handsome.
Yeah. And then here we are.
Yeah.
And he has
so-
a Skittles hat.
Yeah.
Come over if you did make. Was the adult films conversation before we started?
Yeah, it was.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! All right. Rule number 4: don't call back something we talked about. before.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because if we were to make adult films, it would be in this house.
We were talking. Let's put
100%.
let's put a little bit of context to this.
So many rooms.
So we were talking about LA. We were talking about LA and how there's certain neighborhoods in LA that is just it's the porn industry.
Yeah, we're not.
That's
we're
what's
not
holding it up.
glorifying or supporting the product. We're just saying that's a fact of
Yeah,
life.
the reality is a fact of life.
It all takes
It's like
place.
it's like if one lives in Venice Beach, there's going to
Yeah.
be a lot of homeless people.
That's a fact. You're not. Yeah. Well, they're experiencing homelessness. Okay. Let's not.
Experiencing homeless. Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
offensive.
And then Silver Lake, that would be a lot of OnlyFans.
Yes, that would be. Yeah.
That would be where one would,
And this have you?
these are my feet.
Have you discussed this house on the pod?
No, not yet. But let's go there.
Oh well, okay. This is very, very suburban, family-oriented neighborhood. Number one.
Yeah,
I
it
go,
is.
maybe, maybe something's different than what I thought about those guys from the internet. And then I show up, and it's a nice home, a nice suburban home, right across from a school, by the way.
Yep.
Or I would argue too close.
Yeah.
But then I show up, and there's 2 like lawn chairs on the front porch.
Which, by the way, that needs to be dealt with. That is not okay.
Hold on.
No, like
it gets worse.
folding chairs. One of them in the couple there has cigarettes, and I go, a woman has never been here.
No.
A woman has never inhabited.
How did
the
those get there?
doors
Yes.
of this
How
home.
Everett? How
I
did
wonder
those
how
get
did
there?
those get there, Everett?
Yes.
What kind of house guests did you guys have over?
Oh,
while I was away for the weekend?
Yeah,
That's it.
totally.
Oh, should we get
Yes.
into that?
Horrible.
I was away ministering.
Thank you.
I was in Canada.
Okay.
Well, we're trying to take on the culture of the South, and I guess in the South, people hang out on the front porch. We're all most of us are Canadians,
I support that.
or Michiganders, and we hang out in the backyard. But people in the South,
go backyard front,
hang out on the front porch.
You know, this is also cul-de-sac. When you guys are not around, they speak bad of you. They go, the freaking guys.
Yeah.
Well, can we get those guys out of here?
The trailer.
Hey, you guys have been working on those relationships, right?
You guys have been working on the relationship?
Well, we have a neighbor. He's like super nice, but he's Southern.
Yeah.
And I'm not from the South, so I feel like he thinks I'm rude.
Oh,
Because I'm always in a hurry. He wants to talk.
Me too.
Like,
Yeah.
he wants to chat.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great,
Yeah.
but I only have 30 seconds. I feel rude, but I'm nice. But I'm
So that I have been feeling that way too.
yeah.
It's not that he's from the South. It's just that he's old and you're young. You know,
Well, he always wants to talk, and I talk.
When you get
for like a
older,
minute,
you
but
want
I'm
to
on the
connect
way
with
out.
people.
You
When
don't
you're
have anywhere to
young.
go.
Exactly.
Well, he's got it made in the shade. I don't know if he does too much because I guess his wife is like a country super producer. So I think he's home a lot.
This guy right next to us.
The other neighbor, the other neighbor died.
What's his address?
No,
Which guy? This guy right here?
Yeah.
He's having a thought. He's rich though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, he's got.
Oh yeah.
Have you had him on the pod?
We asked him, but he said he had barbecue on his,
said until
on
we
his
clean
white
up-
T-shirt.
Yeah,
He said until we clean up
I get it.
the porch outside, he's not coming
He
out.
was kind of
exactly.
He's always speaking in
Yeah.
you know.
You ever done that where you get with somebody and like we do it all the time when you go, hey, you're like you start getting into something, you go, dude, save it for the pod.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I always wonder those like couples that have a podcast if they're like, hey, let's
don't talk.
super quick, let's
Yeah.
do it on the pod.
They're like about to start a fight.
And then
Just go.
They never speak in like in real life, and then on the pod, like, oh my god, that was the best.
So are you
hate each other.
in your thoughts? Are you funny?
No,
know-
no.
It's like when you're not
good
doing,
question.
creating content.
Yeah.
Are you ever funny just for yourself? Would you be driving and just or you're just like no.
No, it's just exhausting.
Yeah.
In my my girlfriend, sometimes I go like I just let it run a little bit, and she's like, "My goodness." Like I'm trying to I have way worse thoughts than what I put out. I'm trying to make it palatable enough so somebody sharing that's your neighbor is going to share it. So that you have to
Dial it back.
Oh yeah.
polish dig it up like the pearl and then polish it up and organize it and put it out. Just
pretty-
strain of thought. It's just like
It's pretty dark in there.
very dark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of Ricky Gervais' best bits, I think, is when he was talking about things that he would never share.
Yeah.
It's like, so I was like, and I told Jane this joke, like I'm not going to share this at the Golden Globes, but
Never gonna. Yeah.
and he's just telling these horrible jokes. He's like,
But I wouldn't say
I'd never
that.
say that.
I wouldn't use it in my special.
Yeah.
Lucy, the GM of the comedy club here in town, Zanies, which is like a GM of a comedy club, has heard everything, right?
Right.
So there's 8th Avenue has a bunch of construction. They put these metal plates over the road, dig every night, and it's horrible to drive on. And I go on my suicide note, I'm gonna put this as the reason. That's too far for the neighbors,
Right.
But
Cancel.
yeah, us that are around comedy all the time, and that's
It's good. It's gold.
But no, I wouldn't say that to my family.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's too far.
I would say that to my.
I'd say it to my family.
I'd say it to
for
my
sure.
family. For
That's
sure.
where I go the
Dude,
furthest.
Canadian families.
Yeah.
It's
Fireworks.
dark.
It's dark over
It
there.
is dark.
it's very
in
dark,
Canada.
yeah.
You could pretty much say anything to my parents are in the ministry.
Yeah.
My parents don't even really drink. They're pretty. Yeah,
My parents
pretty
don't either. My
moderate.
parents don't either.
Yeah, but in terms of comedy, you can go there with my family,
can.
Especially with
Yeah.
movies with your
Yeah.
parents.
Totally.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Except for
his
prank
parents?
calls.
They're my in-laws.
He's married to my sister.
You're married to his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can that be to cover it up top? I mean, we covered the dumb rules. That
Let's
should
cover
be.
it. Yeah, totally. Yeah,
That
so-
should be covered at the beginning.
Okay.
He's had sex with my sister at least 3 times. They have 3 kids, so it is hard for me to sleep at night.
Okay.
Because that person,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Wait, who's from Canada? All of y'all from Canada, and you're from where?
Michigan.
Yeah,
Almost.
almost
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically
Yeah.
Canada.
Worse.
The Islamic Republic of
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah.
So
It is.
We have
It's
that. We have
Dearborn.
Flint.
We just drove through it.
Michigan is really bad. I was just driving through it yesterday, and it's really bad.
It's horrible.
Like last week.
Are you talking about our sports teams or what?
Yeah. Ontario
That too.
Ontario has Buffalo on one side and it has Detroit on the other. And so like when Ontarians think of America, you've got Buffalo, you've got
It's not
Detroit.
a great look.
No.
It's not. Like I was looking this up for a bit. China has it's like something like 20 international airports, maybe 10. We have international. I'm talking about you can come. Like you can only go into China to like Beijing, like to the places where you're hey, welcome. You can go into Detroit, like for the first time. We had 100.
Oh yeah,
That's a good point.
150 international airports.
Yeah,
meaning
Detroit
every other country has like 2 spots where
This
you
is
can
the
get
gateway.
around. Yeah, you can only come in here.
Boise, Idaho, gateway to America. Yeah,
But Detroit has a nice airport. All respect to Detroit. The airport is great.
They're doing better.
The airport is great.
They got a Delta lounge now.
Yeah.
I mean, but it doesn't because the SkyTrain's always broken.
I never use. I walk.
It's so far.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
long.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just like, okay, so instead of doing a horseshoe, what if we made it the longest airport and the train will never work?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they have those little like escalator things you can walk on and get there twice as quick.
But you can't because people stand on
I'll
them.
tell you, it's not an escalator.
It's a what? It,
Well,
is it
that's
like
true.
A flat
I don't know what it
escalator?
is. But
it's a conveyor
It's
belt.
a conveyor. A
moving
conveyor
sidewalk
belt.
is what it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, totally.
moving sidewalk.
Yeah.
And it has signs on it. Walking.
Walking,
Standing.
don't walking. Yeah, and they don't.
It's
they
a
don't.
standing sidewalk.
I'm telling you, the best
That moves.
airport in America
Yeah.
is Palm Springs.
I love Palm Springs Airport.
It's the best airport. It's
How many
small.
how many flexes is he allowed in the show?
3. He's on 2.
I'm
Right?
at 2.
Yeah,
I'm
okay, yeah,
at 2. I'm
What's
at
the
2.
chairs? A flex?
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Palm Springs. I never been to Palm Springs Airport because when I lived in LA, we had to drive out there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's an outdoor airport.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
And it's really
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
There's outdoor bars.
There's like 20
Yep.
In the airport?
terminals.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
outdoor,
I don't.
things.
What are you
I don't
guys
think
going to Stagecoach? What are you guys doing down there?
We just lived there for 2
You
years.
live there.
Yeah.
We just moved to Tennessee.
I thought you guys lived in Australia for some reason. I thought you lived.
My wife is Australian.
Your wife is Australian.
Yep.
Okay, we get it. Well, don't they say that Joel? Not to bring this involved, but Joel from Hillsong said, "Don't." I was like, everybody's like, "Do a show in Australia," and he said, to your point about Canada, he said it wouldn't really be that because we talk like this,
Right.
Like we trash on each other,
Right.
in the everyday commentary. So like your jokes wouldn't be across the line; they'd be like, "Yeah."
Right.
And I was like, right. It's like you go.
wouldn't translate.
You go in like the only reason some of my jokes are funny is because it's like for Southern Christian moms, and they're like, oh. Well, like in normal, that's not like if I went to like a comedy show like Theo Vaughn or I open up for one of those guys,
Sure.
you're like, I can't do those because they're like, yeah, but I don't get it.
Right.
You're like, I do a joke about like my mom and my sister were arguing about how she should get a nose job, and I was like, Mom, you can find a Bible verse to justify every surgery. She goes, and I go, what about, she goes, what about boob job? And I go, he can move mountains. And it's like, that's funny because of the audience.
Right.
Right.
Like they were like, what?
Right.
I don't get, but it's like a Bible joke about,
Right.
That, yeah. So it's like in Australia, it's the same in Canada.
Yeah.
That they're like, we make fun of people for
Yeah.
a living.
Valleys will
Yeah.
be exalted.
What will?
Valleys will be exalted.
Oh,
It's your-
valleys.
yeah, it's your
valleys.
boob job.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Valleys will be exalted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isaiah said valleys will be exalted.
I should tag that. I
Yeah.
should tag that.
Yeah.
And I got to give credit to you. Every time that
no,
joke
you don't.
kills.
No.
I
No
think of you
TM.
and
No
go,
TM. It's now public domain.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't Gary Job and The Blessing, I heard that they had to pay the Bible for that song because it was direct Bible verse.
Oh, like the ESV translation.
yeah,
or
they had
whatever.
to they give royalties to like Zondervan.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
The only thing,
True.
the only thing that's public, KJV is the only thing that's public domain. Everything else you have to cite it.
Yeah, see, thank you.
Properly.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was direct, like the direct words.
Right.
Like if you like summarize something, it
They
was
didn't write them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
interesting.
never thought of that.
Yeah.
They had
Man,
to,
we need to write a Bible.
Imagine, yeah, we should. Imagine having to pay the Bible. Like, just you're making just so much money. You're like,
Eugene Peterson, you son
the royalty checks you got to pay to the Bible.
Wayne Grudem,
Okay,
you slickster.
So I just got back from Miami last night.
Flex number 1.
And
We all get 3.
I flew down to. I'm on 2, right? I flew down with. I think this takes away a flex. I flew down Spirit Airlines the first time.
Yeah, you're back to 0.
Yeah.
You're back to
Thank
0.
you. Yeah. Okay. But wait, flex again. It was first class Spirit.
Are you allowed to bring a bag?
Wait, anti-flex. There's 4 seats in first class,
And you can't bring a bag.
okay. So everything that everybody's. Have you ever flown Spirit?
Yeah, I've flown Spirit.
Okay.
Once before.
So, dude, everything that they say about Spirit is true. Like, you don't make eye contact with the people, like their clientele. When I went to book the flight, so I was desperate, and I was told on Wednesday I had to be there.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, so I'm looking at, and the flights are like $1,500. You know, like
the normal flights.
Yeah, from Nashville to you know, like with like American or Delta or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm panicking. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. So I go down to Spirit, and there's a direct flight from Nashville. I'm like, direct, like awesome, right?
Direct in an airplane, can't be that bad.
Exactly. Like I will suffer. I'll be in a 132B.
I'm gonna get there
between
in
2 Samoans.
57 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So long story short, I get on the Spirit Airlines thing, and right away.
What is this here?
This is the internet. Okay.
That's the internet.
So I'm on the internet.
I know what that was. Okay.
And I'm on my laptops, right? And I'm looking.
Screen is here. Is it flat?
It's flat.
Okay.
Yeah, because I look down. I don't like this.
We're
usually
using
it's better for your neck,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I look, and there's a payment. So the like just the regular economy ticket was like $117, and there was a payment plan. First check in my Spirit, there was a payment plan for $117. It's like, do you want to parse this out for 16 months?
Financing.
I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like immediately thinking, that's the clientele, right? The clientele is people who you can't afford to fly, right?
Yeah.
This is a Greyhound bus.
Oh yeah.
With wings.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a great. Way
Okay.
To put it.
And so, dude, I'm like looking for first class, and they had first class for $350. So I'm like, yes. First class was empty.
Not really first.
Yeah, first
like
class was
sort of second class.
Yeah, exactly. So I get on there, and anyways, I show up for my flight.
They give you a disc, man.
Sure enough.
In the first,
yeah, exactly.
First class at Spirit.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna even go there, but I'm just like, ooh, you know, like this is gonna be. I'm gonna get shot on this plane or just whatever. Anyways, I get on the plane, and I had a really bad cold earlier this week, or like some sort of like stomach thing.
COVID?
I think it could have been COVID, actually. I tested, but it didn't test positive. Anyways, long story short, my bowels are just like totally jacked up this week. Like, and I had the most gas, I'm not kidding you, I've ever had my whole life. It was just seeping out of me. Okay. And so I'm on Spirit Airlines, and I'm in first class, and I'm like I'm having a gas attack, and I'm just like, you know what? We're on Spirit. So this is happening. Yeah. So I just start crop dusting Spirit Airlines, BNA to MIA, right? For an hour and 42 minutes. And there was like 3 people in there, you know, with me or whatever. And I'm just kind of letting it go. And, you know, it's fine. Little
audible or no?
No,
like,
it was silent.
All right, well,
yeah, but wasn't violent yet. You know, it's just I'm opening it up, turning it off,
slowly,
opening it up, turning it off, right? Just to give myself a little bit of relief. Like, oh, maybe that's the end of it.
No,
well, it's not the end of it.
Air, they take the air out and put new air in.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
since COVID, so I'm just thinking, okay, you know, I'm gonna go undetected, right? And then I get to a certain, like the valve opens and it's like it won't shut back down.
Broke the seal.
Totally. And so, you know, by the end of it, in about 3 minutes from then, it's just going, right? There's this lady in like 2D, and she's like she's up against the window. She's like trying to suck air out of the gaps. And you know, it's Spirit Airlines, so there are gaps in that window, right?
Yeah.
And she's just, you know, it was pretty intense, dude. But I made it.
You're evil.
She has the mask on. It's like it didn't even.
It dropped out. Yeah, exactly. Everybody's like,
"What didn't even change?" Altitude.
It was insane.
Put your mask on before helping others.
Exactly.
That's a perfect segue to the meme you made today.
What'd you make?
Let them lose their bowels. Let them go to the bathroom all over themselves for weeks and weeks.
Is this
and
real?
Weeks.
Can you turn that
In
up?
the name of Jesus, I pray diarrhea on every diabolical scheme. In the name of Jesus.
I pray diarrhea on every
Oh my
You were
god.
gonna post it. I'm like, dude, that's really good.
That's
So what was the caption?
The caption was when another dude's out with your crush.
You pray diarrhea over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Did you resolve this in any way? Or you just kind of left.
I
Go, hey everybody,
give him a wink.
Jim Carrey and Liar Liar, it was me, or you just
I just got off the plane.
it was you just.
I was just like, that happened, but you know what? I just flew Spirit.
and any complaint you have, you'd be like, I can't believe you.
I'll be honest with you, bro.
Spirit.
I smelled better than that plane.
Yeah, you improved it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you
What if
improved it.
what if there was one step lower than Spirit Airline? And instead of $116, it's $30, and the catch is that there's no TSA.
That's Ryanair. Ryanair's like $30 a flight.
No, but there's no
TSA?
there's no security. So
would
you're
be-
taking a risk every time.
Oh, that's
but-
better.
That's a good business
yeah,
idea.
Yeah, but for the price,
Yeah.
you're like, well, you don't have the security. Like
So-
somebody could have a gun on that plane,
and you can't
and
take
you're
any,
screwed.
and you know stuff. You can't bring anything.
That's basically Spirit, though, right?
Yeah.
They charge you for
security.
your dude. Spirit charges you for your for if you're gonna bring a purse on, they charge you for it.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
If you don't bring a gun, they're like, hey, dude, you can't be on this.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you have
they-
mace?
Weird.
Yes.
We're
Okay.
actually sponsored
Come on.
by Spirit Airlines now for the podcast. So can we just run?
weird.
The ad? Can we do our ad?
The Spirit Airline Twitter feed is comedy all day long. Like if you go to the Twitter feed and you look at the complaints and them trying to keep up with it, it's just humor.
See, I wish people
24/7.
would just own themselves. Like
Yeah.
they are that brand, and they just like, hey, you go
Run with it.
I can't believe we had to, like you took a Spirit flight, and everyone would love them for that.
Oh yeah.
Like like some people that like get like canceled or get caught, and then they go, I'm gonna go to racial sensitivity training, and
Right.
just like everybody's like, oh, you're just like, I don't know, I'm not gonna apologize. We go, yeah, that's cool.
They said
yeah.
I tweeted them one
We
time. And said,
know, we know.
I tweeted Spirit one time and says, "Why are your planes yellow?" Not even being mean, just
Yeah.
asking a question, and they replied, "Because of the happy nature of our customers."
See, that's
Wow.
yeah. Just double down.
Double down, exactly.
Like doesn't Wendy's like always chirp off on people on their or like one of the is it Burger King or somebody that's always, but I never know if any of those are fake. Like when they are on Instagram, they're like,
Right.
Wendy's said this, and I go, I don't know if they said that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to their feed to see if this is true.
Yeah.
I think if Burger King has said a bunch of
Like
funny
out of
tweets.
pocket stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's like
I respect that.
It's all like a kid that's like 23, 24, but then like they want somebody to be like edgy and like fun, but then like eventually you're like, hey, come to the boss's office. You're done. Like you had a good run because
Yeah.
that job's not going to end in promotion.
No.
If you're in charge, if you're in charge of social media at Southwest Airlines, I would go down in flames.
Yeah.
I go like some of the micro influencer. I would encourage all of my 430 to never use Enterprise Air. I wish they'd just be like, hey, we'll be all right. You're just like, because everybody thinks they demand some level of like customer service or like just because like you can tweet the president.
Right.
You can DM the Rock.
Everybody's pretty accessible.
You
Right.
shouldn't be able to. Some of these people shouldn't be on the internet.
True.
Like you were like, hey, like people can just be like, hey, The Rock.
Yeah.
I don't know what his real name is, Dwayne.
Yeah.
And then he may,
If that's his real name.
he may or may, if he's a real person.
Yeah.
He may see it. That
Yeah.
transaction
Yeah.
should not exist on either
Interesting.
side.
But
Oh,
it's
speaking of internet transactions, here's a good one. Do you remember like 15 years ago, the internet was like adults and kids should not talk on the internet.
right.
You know what I mean? Like adults,
Yeah.
kids, no, right?
Yeah.
Like
to catch a predator.
Totally.
What was that?
yeah, and then Fortnite's
Yeah.
like, hey, adults, children, connect. Right?
Just yelling this out here. Look, Kim Kardashian can message her.
should
Message
you?
her. You send her something.
I'm not gonna, but
You should.
You don't have any
That's not,
previous ones?
that shouldn't. No. What if I pulled that up?
Shoot your shot, John.
I probably have some DMs with Kim. You might as well
Can you take that
She's a
off?
Christian.
Can you take
just
that
so you know,
off the podcast?
she's a very devout Christian.
It's just
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
being
she is.
It's like the
on
Clintons.
Yeah.
That should,
It's such a funny concept though, and I love seeing those like the comment chains where people will do that and they'll be like, oh, she'll never see this, and then they get a response from them.
Dude,
and then they're like,
celebrities read everything.
everything.
Don't ever think that they didn't read your DM. They read it.
Yeah.
And the harsher you are, the more.
You know what's funny? I got before Trump was president, before he even said he was running for president, I tweeted him and shut my Twitter down, went to bed. I woke up the next morning, he retweeted me, and I had tons of hate. And people to this day,
I love that about
This
you.
is
What was the tweet?
Why is this not your podcast?
What'd you tell them?
people, right, exactly.
What was your tweet?
Before he ran for president, I said, Trump is up late, hopefully working on his presidential campaign. Before like the Trump prophets came
But
along.
why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Because I had been following him on Twitter since 2009, and I liked what he was saying, how he was directing the country.
Was he saying stuff about the country?
He'd been talking about running for president since 2009.
Aren't you Canadian?
No,
Michigan.
he's a Michigan.
Oh, you're the
we
Michigan
needed
guy.
He's
him.
Muslim.
We needed him in
Right,
Michigan.
yeah.
I'll tell you what. If anyone needed him, the
I like
Michiganders needed
I
him.
like
Yeah,
how
I like
your
that.
response isn't like before all the political pundits or before the Republicans
He's like,
announced
I
that
was in first. Yeah.
he was running for Republican. He's like before all the Trump prophets.
All those Trump prophets, all the Trump prophets were Cruz prophets before Trump.
Telling you're Pentecostal without telling you're Pentecostal.
They were all on the Cruz train. I was like, no, Trump's
like
going to
what
beat
this
him.
guy's saying.
Cruise to victory.
I like what this guy's saying.
Yep. And
Wait.
to this day, people find it and still have problems.
Paul Ryan said that Trump will not be elected in 2024. He will no. See, he said he will not be the Republican nominee. Yeah, and I'm like, Paul, who's that anymore? Paul, who
that?
are you? Are you even alive?
Is
Right.
that is that Rand Paul? That's a different guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul Ryan,
You know.
House Speaker.
Yes, Paul
Former
Ryan.
House Speaker.
Paul Lindsey Ryan.
Somebody had a bit. One of the comics had a bit like the nature of how all this is these days. Like we know too many of the names. Like you should know the president and the vice president. In terms of, they're like, we shouldn't know who Mitch McConnell is.
Right,
But
right.
we do.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi.
We know.
Yeah.
Like there's so many characters in politics that we know all of like names that we shouldn't, like these are like public servants. Same with pastors. Like we know too many of them.
Totally.
We know way too many of them.
So true. Yeah. Or like the 9 Supreme Court justices. I'm a Canadian and I know who Ketanji Jackson is.
Yeah, you know.
It's like, why do I know that? I don't want to know that.
When Fauci, like, it's just so like celebrity is so like enticing, and the only where people have a problem with celebrity Christians and people that work in amongst, like, there's a lot of Christians that are just like doing whatever, but the people that work in church or politicians is because these people have taken an oath to not be that.
Right.
They're like, I'm gonna give myself to the country.
Right. I want to be a public servant.
In service.
Totally.
In service. And then you're like, cool. If that's we didn't make you do that, you chose to do that. And then Fauci threw out the first pitch at the Nationals game, and I go, huh.
Right.
Well, now we can't trust him.
Right.
Because
Right.
now you're this you're this guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're the appearance guy. So
Can
now
you believe that?
That's really interesting.
it is, because you go, oh, you said that you were to, but now they go.
When has the head of the CDC ever thrown a pitch
I know.
at a baseball game?
it's
insane.
wild.
Yeah.
But
And he threw that pitch like he was the head of the CDC.
yeah, 100%.
It was like horrific.
I'm doing this for science.
You'd be like, dude, your arm should be
And
stronger.
that's that's why I believe in bullying.
Doesn't believe in evolution at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so this next section of the show, this was all
the first section is done.
This
That's
is all
done.
preliminaries.
That's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did mention we did take a look at a meme. I do want to have a question
But
for
that's
you.
what the show is, memes.
Yeah. Have you ever created a meme before in your life?
Well, before, but yes, of course.
Yeah. You're meme positive, you'd say.
Very.
Okay.
That's a hilarious term. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes they're made about me, and sometimes
We should write.
Are there
about
any?
him.
Are there John Chris memes like out there that like stingers?
there's-
Stingers? Any stingers?
that hurt.
Yeah. You're just like, ow.
Well, I could roast everybody, so I feel like Like the John Crist.
If you dish it, you got to
John
take
Crist being canceled starter pack. I was just like, God, dude. It was just like the article that was written about me. I was giving this girl like strawberry vodka or something like that, and then we went rollerblading, and it was like, I can't repost this,
Right.
but it's
That
I go,
slaps.
well done,
Yeah.
well done. Yeah.
That meme slaps.
And I would also hope, by the way, the people that I make fun of, I try to do it in a way where they go, that's hilarious.
Yeah, right.
But
Because it's rooted in truth.
You can't bat 1,000.
I think what shocks me about the whole John Crist cancellation thing is like this guy's a comedian. He's not a Christian comedian. He's just a comedian. Okay, it is a Christian. Okay, and people cancel him for this, that, and the other thing, whatever. It is stuff that like worship bands that are like the biggest worship bands in the right now
On the regular.
are doing 10 times worse.
Oh yeah.
And nobody
Scandalizers.
cares.
Yeah.
These guys are literally they lead worship in churches, in conferences, and people are like, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
Dude, he killed a hooker last week. He is a man. David did that. No, he didn't. He didn't kill hookers. Like
David did that.
right? Solomon had 900 concubines.
It's fine.
I know that, but this guy's just a comedian, yo. This dude leads worship at your
dude,
church.
so
Straight
true.
facts, man.
Are you an idiot?
Dang.
Anyways, just some inconsistencies.
Well, that's
that,
a lot of people.
we have some bones to pick with certain music.
some BEONES to PEOCK.
Oh yeah. When do we get? Is that the second part?
BEONES to PEOCK?
Oh yeah.
It's a Swedish part of our
BEONES to PEOCK.
Welcome to IKEA. Do you have some BEONES to PEOCK?
Well, I think what I appreciate about your content, at least, is that you still you'll have the bones to pick, which I do too.
BEONES to PEOCK.
But yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
Just try it.
I'm not gonna have that on.
Try it
I'm
once.
Not gonna have that on audio.
Try a meatball. Try a Swedish meatball.
Maybe later in the show.
Okay.
But you.
We'll work on
but we both. I feel like we both are at least trying our best to. We're coming at it from the inside.
Right.
Like we're still on the team.
Yeah.
But we're like, hey,
Yep.
we are doing some
good.
weird stuff. Not you guys are doing some weird stuff because the deconstruction. Somebody said, I was in the airport we had this conversation about Christianity, and they go, yeah, the deconstruction, and it's like getting mad at your cult leader. And I go, you're in it.
Yeah, you're implicating yourself.
You're getting mad at your cult leader.
Yeah.
You everybody's like, all right, when I worked at this church, they weren't paying me, and they're like, well, why didn't you go there? Like, I was at this place for 20 years. Like,
Yeah.
how are you not looking in the mirror, dude? Which just say, like, getting mad at your cult leader is like the perfect
it is.
explanation
Yeah.
of. I go, well, you're like any. That's why I would never make fun of like an ex-girlfriend or I was like, there's 4 billion women on Earth. You chose her,
Right.
so
At some point.
at some point you're a part of it, but that's what nobody wants to take responsibility for.
Well, I think that
That was a good bone to pick.
that was a good-
So
that was a good-
getting mad at your
beyond
cult
the-
later.
beyond
Get mad
yeah.
at your cult later.
Beyond to pick. Does anyone else have a bone to pick? I have a bone to pick.
Yeah, you have some problems, don't you?
And I'm
go for
backed
it.
up.
Yeah.
Saw an article recently.
Bowels
Apple is
related or
no bowels. We've moved on. Apple is getting sued for not providing chargers for their phones, and I'm all for it.
Oh, that's right. My wife just got
You buy a phone, it doesn't have a charger.
dude. No, my wife just bought the AirPods or AirPods, and there was no charger.
Hey, flex number
That's
2.
insanity.
Yeah.
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 They were the off-brand.
Wait, I thought they.
Yeah, they're an off-brand.
Oh, they have the thing, though.
It had a wire. It just didn't have the freaking thing that you
block.
plug it in. The block to plug it into.
I'm sorry. That's
Let me think if I'm mad at that.
Are you
is that your
outraged?
bone? Is that your beyond
You're beyond the PEOCK.
Oh, what do they? They just assume you have chargers already because you already have their stuff, right? Because you're getting an
Yes.
upgrade.
It's a little bit. It's a
massive
little bit
assumption.
assumptive.
But it used to be the charger. It's the different. It's the core. It's the same one. The charger's not upgraded. It's the same charger. From
Well,
the last one.
here's the deal. What really jabbed my rear end.
Okay.
Okay, was this. that
I really want to know where you're going with
it was micro USB. It wasn't even like
no,
USB.
It's C.
Yeah, so it's like
Oh yeah.
so like where am I going
can't
to
plug
shove
it
this in?
into
I can't
stuff,
like on an airplane on an airline.
Exactly. You don't have
The airlines
this.
don't have now. Apparently, Europe is going to all micro USB C.
Really?
USB C.
Yes, yeah,
That's this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's going to be out. That's going to be outdated soon.
Yeah, new rental cars have them.
Yeah, my car has
but
one.
barely.
yeah.
Barely.
Who said my car has one? You said that? Flex.
You just bought a new car. Yeah, that was a flex. Yeah.
I actually thought you didn't catch that.
brand new cars have one. My car has one.
like.
Oh, it would be nice.
That would be nice.
Hey, you know how I charge mine with a cigarette? I still go into that thing.
Totally.
But no. Yeah, I'm the guest here, I guess.
Yeah. So.
Okay, that was like false humility though.
Oh yeah.
I call that out.
Yeah. You should get that's
It's sort of a flex.
That's a flex.
It's a virtue flex.
Yeah.
we
You're down
what?
one. You're down to two.
Yeah, I'm not buying anything new.
the worst.
Yeah,
I give so much to the poor, so
I use my cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
Dave Ramsey, I just got so convicted about giving. And I did Financial Peace University twice last year.
Twice.
And
Once you did it, and then once you taught it, you went back through it to teach it.
exactly,
You're
to my small group.
You're so different.
Okay,
You're so
I'm
much
giving
better.
back to the community.
Yep. That's my bone to pick.
What?
That's
Okay.
my bone to pick.
What?
Financial
PEOCK?
Peace University.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave Ramsey. It's good.
You watch yourself.
It's good, but Dave Ramsey speaks to people and he basically says this. He goes, 90% of you guys are not smart enough and will never make X amount of dollars.
Tell me the lie. Show me the lie.
No, I'm just saying, but
It's true.
it's true. It's true. But I'm like, he has these financial principles.
He's talking to people who do their finances on a beat counter.
But
This is his Beyond to PEOCK.
Yeah, this is my Beyond to PEOCK.
Finance Spirit Airlines flights. That's who he's talking about.
Yeah, but he has all these financial principles that he definitely does not live by. Like you want me to you expect me to believe that damn Dave
Damn Ramsey.
Damn Ramsey. That Dave Ramsey paid cash for his car? Oh, it's horrible. There's no way.
I mean, he probably did. He's got so much.
But he says, oh, that's right. Yeah, he does say pay cash.
There's
Dude, I'll bet
no
you
way.
he does. He's so Amish, it's not even funny.
There's not even that much cash that exists. Like if you try to buy a house in cash, that would be awesome.
The Amish do
He
it.
has a trunk.
The Amish walk around.
but this
Have you ever heard an Amish guy walk around like he's crinkling all the time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I'd pay cash for that,
his
you know, and like he'll just whip out, you know, like I'd like to buy a cow, Jacob, you know, and he's
Cash.
crinkling. He's like,
Okay, but like,
Yeah.
but there's principles that he teaches that I think it's a little bit intellectually dishonest. Like pay your house off as soon as you can. I'm like, that's the cheapest money you're ever gonna get.
not right now,
House money.
but yes,
House money, it's
at
is
2%,
it-
sure,
Yeah,
at 8 1/4.
But your credit card, that's not that cheap. Interest isn't that cheap on your credit card. Your car loan, it's not 2%.
That's true.
This is a good point. Your dad taught me that.
Yeah, it's good.
One time.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's a pretty.
okay,
That's a
really
pretty good rant.
My dad also
Okay.
paid cash for all these
People, I
houses.
think a lot of
Oh, flex.
That's a
flex.
No, that's a
Dad
dad
paid
flex.
cash. I think people take like whether it's anybody, even us. I would say they were like, if we, you go to Stephen Furtick's church, or you go to like everything he says, and there's no like Dave Ramsey. Like I like the baby steps, I like the discipline, I like the mortgage talk. But I'm not with the credit card talk.
Right.
That should be a thing that should be allowed to
Right.
exist.
Slice it up.
Yeah,
Compartmentalize it.
You're like,
Right.
it's just like we do with the Bible. Take some things and then leave the other things out.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Same type thing.
Yes.
You're like, I like this, and this,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah, I don't want to marry my first cousin.
Yeah.
It's just not a good look.
No, not now.
Not in these parts.
Yeah. Not in this neighborhood.
No, 45 minutes south.
Go a little south,
Columbia. If you live in Columbia, yeah, that's fine.
How long have you lived here? You're allowed to roast other cities now? You just got here.
I know. I've been here for. I've been here for 3 months.
He's like, what's the deal with people from Antioch?
yeah.
I'm
What's
like, you didn't even know where you were moving when you got here. You're like, I think mine's nice. Yeah, this is nice, dude. Yeah.
I live in When you live in Franklin,
Yeah.
You look down on everyone.
That was that was the biggest flex. Yeah,
Down Frank.
that was flex 3.
No, the only people
you're
that
out of
can look
flexes.
down on you are the Brentwood people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brentwood Baptist. No, and you go to Brentwood Baptist. Me and my family, we go to Brentwood Baptist. Our children attend Brentwood Baptist as well.
We're part of the legacy team at Brentwood Baptist.
That's a good.
We're part of the Kingdom Builders there.
Yeah.
And
I think I did a show there one time.
that's not even a flex. It's a minus flex.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think I was down there for some reason.
That was very humble of you.
I don't remember what it was.
You just earned that back.
That's right by the interstate. Brentwood Baptist, right by the big one on by the interstate.
That's right. What was the name of the church that was like a cult and it was like led by some lady with a
with
weird
the lady
haircut?
with the private jet.
Yes.
Around here?
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
Huge.
Recently?
Dude, you want to go there?
I would love to
All right,
go
let's
there.
go there because I do these church reviews.
I know. Okay, can we
Let's
talk
go
about that
there.
for a second?
Yo.
Okay, your church
Go
review of
there.
Hillsong, New York.
Yeah.
Can we please talk about that for a
I
second?
mean, yeah.
Okay. What happened?
Okay. All right. I did 2 churches because I don't usually ever post a church review until I'm done.
Okay.
I go all the way, I do the whole thing, and then I save them all. And then at like 1 p.m., I go back, find what was funny, what wasn't funny, what are the jokes, and then make it.
Sure.
But I was like on the way. I was like, yo, we're going to Hillsong because they had this thing where you had to register. You can't just go, you had to have a ticket.
When was this?
2 months ago.
They're still doing that?
Yeah, you had to register to go there, which was, I go, okay, but I was like, oh, like,
In the criterion, do they go, are you or are you not a white supremacist?
yeah.
Yes, no.
Yes, no. If
No,
yeah,
no. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Are you vegan? Yes. No.
I made them how tight are your jeans?
Yeah, exactly.
I made the mistake of posting, like hyping it up, like, because I was like, well, we're gonna build up, and then at 1, everybody's gonna be like, where's the Hillsong interview? And then I'm gonna post it.
Right.
And it was like, we're going there, and then we met, and it was like at a WeWork. You know what that is?
Yeah.
The collaborative working space.
That's where it was.
Really?
There was 30 people there,
Wow.
but they had a.
You said 60. That's what I heard.
All right, it was.
So you're being generous. There was 30.
Yes, there was. It was around 50, and
Well, which one is it? 30 or 60?
20 staff, 30 congregants.
Not including the people on stage.
okay, well, that's
42?
I don't
43?
know. Mics on, people with mics on, or
What
mics
number
muted?
are you comfortable with?
I'll give you. I'll
Be as specific as you possibly can.
I'll go 55.
Okay, 55.
55,
I like
okay.
55.
55.
Okay.
So, but all right. So I got on the website, and it was like the worship was like from somewhere big. The worship was
Right.
So I go, all right,
Right.
and then it was like 50 people in there, but they
were broadcasting it?
huge LED wall, like the size of, so you couldn't. So I think worship was from somewhere else,
Right.
And then they went to here, and then you couldn't really tell the size. And then on all their Instagram, it's like it's very
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever been to like
Smart angles.
You ever
Yeah.
look at like somebody's tour? You're like, I wonder how that's selling,
Right.
And you just go, you go to the tagged photos, and you try to figure out,
Sure.
Yeah.
who's yeah. And it was it wasn't. I mean, it was sad. It was very sad,
Right.
and I felt sad. And I didn't want to post about it. And I didn't say anything about it. And everybody goes, where's the Hillsong review? Where's the Hillsong review? And I go, I just got to be honest about it. And then I talked about it later that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude, that made ripples through the Christian community. I swear, I had so many people reach out. A dude recently, a couple days recently, a pastor brought it up to me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it is, people watch. Number one, people watch your reviews, and number two, that church was pulling 10,000 people on a weekend.
Yeah. That's
That was for Dick Root, though, I think.
I know what that means, dude. I know what what you're referencing.
Yeah. Joe Rogan called that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did.
Long ago.
Yeah, he did.
I'll die on that hill.
I think that's what's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's sad about it is that they're good, well-meaning people that were working and volunteering there that wanted good things for the city of New York.
Sure.
Yes.
And they're like, we would, if someone was looking for help, they could come. This is a church, and what a church is supposed to do is we want to help.
Yeah.
And these people were negatively affected by something that someone else allegedly. I'm just kidding. And then
Allegedly.
Can confirm.
That made me sad. That made me sad. But it also made me sad for the people that went there and they were like, "We're all in on this," and then where are they? What happened to where are y'all?
Yeah, I'm making a podcast about it now.
Oh, that's what this podcast is?
Yeah, it's an anti-Hillsong New York City. I'm kidding.
No.
No, dude, 1,000%. Look, I think that I knew I was on staff at that church.
Yeah, Hillsong New York.
Yeah, I went there for 8 years from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I left 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But Carl.
Wait, hold on. Pre or post Dick Root?
I mean, dude, yeah,
Just
look,
pre.
from the.
No. Did you leave pre? You left pre Dick Root explosion.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I left before.
You can't say those words in sequence, man.
Yeah, I mean, dude. No, I think the Dick Root conversation came out in 2020.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't it?
No.
Wasn't it 2020 that Joe Rogan did that?
No.
I thought it was before.
Was it before?
No, it was before
The pick was out before, but then the discussion of it.
Yeah.
It was like 2019.
It came into like popular like Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
That was later.
Yeah.
I
Right.
thought you were asking about the whole situation and the man.
Okay, so
I was talking about that photo in the parking lot.
Yo, so the last time that I preached at Hillsong New York City,
Yeah.
I had the Dick Root photo
Yeah.
printed on a white T-shirt, and I preached at that church in it.
I have that shirt still.
Really?
Yeah, and the CEO after I preached,
Hey.
at the 5 p.m. there's a 5 and a 7.
This is odd that the church like CEO.
CEO.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah.
The church
Exactly.
CEO.
It wasn't the E. There's no E.
Okay.
Because executive is in there's a lot of inequality.
Chief
in that.
officer.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, the CEO's like, "Yo, I don't know how I feel about you preaching in that." She took a picture of it and sent it to Carl,
Okay.
and he's like, "No, I'm good with it."
Yeah, of course.
So funny. Look, I think that he was sincere. I think that he cared.
I did
I think
too.
he was just overcome
I did too.
in some sin.
And to be fair, as a guy
To be fair.
that
To be fair.
has been canceled himself, I feel nothing but empathy and sadness and wish for. I'm not here to.
Same.
Yeah.
But people also would you also got to be. People made jokes about me, and I go fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like
You're not
I don't-
above.
Yeah, and I've talked to him since, and I think he would be fine with this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not here to. Does that make sense? Yeah,
totally.
But I don't think any of us are.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I think that he was sincere. And he really cared about people. I think that he's an evangelist.
Yep.
Cares about lost people, and he was just
overcome.
And he was overcome in his own own depravity and sin. And it's too bad he didn't get help when he could have. And
who, if you're saying it like that, who is to judge that person? None of us.
Yeah.
That you go, dude. If I have fallen, but you're like, dude, would all of us are 20 seconds away from ruining our lives.
Totally.
Dude.
10.
Facts.
Yeah.
You could go outside. There's multiple, everybody's one step away.
Yeah. I could cheat on my wife right now with Everett.
Yeah.
Right now. I could kiss
You
you.
will never get these. You will never get these.
Damn.
Show us you're his contact though in your phone.
Yeah. What is it?
It's Daddy Nathan.
Okay.
He's intern in mine.
Yeah, you have to. But there's also, you got to, there's
Boundaries. So, yeah.
Okay, you guys ready for the next segment?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
We should do.
Wait, we're going to go to this church though.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, we
man.
have to go. But
Yeah.
what do we get? What do we get to say?
I want to get GoPro'd up.
No,
Yeah,
no,
like one of the, like the beasts that,
yeah.
that they fly around the throne
yeah,
room of
yeah.
God and they've got like eyes.
Yeah.
I want to be like that. I want to have like 18 eyes,
Yeah.
18 GoPros on me and just be like, hi.
Yeah. What?
And then be following a script. I would like to.
No more information about what are you looking at?
Exactly. Just keep on spinning around.
But I think all of my church reviews again are coming from a place of like I'm
on your team.
I'm with this, and
Yeah.
there's some of the criticisms are funny, and some of the people, but most everybody goes, if come to my church.
Right.
I go on the road. I'm going
Right.
to Virginia Beach. 100 people been like, hey, this is our church.
Right.
Come do ours. So anybody that's like critical of it or like, but I had to be honest about Hillsong, and I didn't want to. So I didn't make the. I'm not here to.
Right. Not church bashing.
No, I'm not with that. There's plenty of that on the internet.
We're with you.
agree.
Guys with pronouns in their bios.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, let's not do that.
Okay.
Totally.
Star 67.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. This section in our show.
Third section.
Yeah, we prank call people.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, we just mess with them. Okay,
Who should we call?
So look, I have a couple of options. I sent. There's this journalist, this hard hitting journalist that's been going after some friends of mine's churches about like just like the dumbest stuff. So I thought that we could start 67 here and like give her some.
JR?
Huh? It's a journalist, and I could call her as Lance Cunnigham, a pastor in Gainesville, Florida.
No. Is this real?
Yeah. And so my thought was I could call her and start to give her beef on a really popular mega church, but the beef sucks. It's like a nothing burger.
Right.
It's like, hi, my name is Lance Cunningham, and I am friends with Chris Hodges, and I have some information that might be pertinent for you because I noticed that you've been really taking down Highlands Church of the Highlands in Birmingham. And so I wanted you to know I tracked him for 3.5 days. I'm just, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
And
he went to a Taco Bell. Then he went to a Kroger.
Yeah.
He was at Kroger for 32.5. It just started to, like, I don't know.
let's
Just
do it.
give him nothing.
Did you see that there's actually a real Lance Cunningham that's leading the Israel trip?
Dude, we need to lead an Israel trip, but like a fake
There
one.
already is a Lance
And then
Cunningham.
No, there's a real guy.
Yo, what if we do a bit where Lance Cunningham, like we build a site, people put like $10 down for the trip, and then we go, hey, we're changing the thing from Israel to Dollywood. Does anyone want to
Tours of the Holy Land?
We did that. We've done that at my church. We've done that.
Really?
We're gonna go to Sudan, but then it was like a civil war, so we went to like Cairo instead.
No, but instead of Cairo, just go to go to Cairo, Tennessee.
But you can't.
You know what I mean?
Well, you can't put $10 down. You got to put the whole trip down. And then you're like, well, we should get some of this money back if we're not paying for the flights.
Hey.
Like, nah, dude, we're doing prayer walks.
As long as Brian's fine with processing all that money wise, I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do you want to do, the journalist?
Yeah.
Or should we call a church and
call it.
and
I'm
prank?
not being a part of this, but y'all go. I won't.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hard. Who is there a ministry that you think we should prank call?
No, I like them all too.
Come on. You lose a point for that.
Oh, what about that?
That was a Christian
What's the
flag.
name of the church that we're gonna go to in Nashville?
I don't know what the name of it. We'll look it up.
Look it up.
Plane crash. That's terrible to Google, but plane crash lady Nashville church.
Yeah,
I mean, that's awful, but
yeah. I think that's the name.
that's how you would find it.
that is.
Okay. Gwen Shamblin.
Yep. That's
Gwen
it.
Shamblin.
Percy
Maybe-
Priest Lake.
Maybe we should.
That's not the name of the church.
No, it's
It's right here.
near there.
Who was it that we called last week? It was Perry Stone.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
She
Well,
hung up
who's
on
that?
us. The lady hung up on
Oh,
us.
this is real.
How about
Oh, yeah.
the Copelands?
Kenneth.
Yes.
No, we've tried the
We got.
Copelands.
It's a runaround.
Yep, it's a runaround.
That's right. What about Benny Hinn?
Okay.
Let's call Benny Hinn.
Okay. I got his number actually.
Do you?
No, I don't have Benny Hinn's number. Dude.
Oh, I'll bet you. I have Costy's number. He'd probably hook me up with Benny's phone number.
That would be great.
Like his cell number?
Yeah.
Should we call just his ministry?
Yeah. Let me text Costy to see if he'll set me up.
With Benny Hinn's phone number.
Yeah.
I used to have a joke in my show. I go, I wonder if they have handicapped parking spots at Benny Hinn's church. I was like, dude, there was like, no, dude, it's across the line. Because it's just
Right. That is good.
They don't give us a phone number on his site.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's do the journalist.
Okay, do you have the contact?
Yeah, Everett does.
Oh, you worked this out beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you already
we're prepared.
You already exchanged.
We're prepared.
We come prepared.
Okay, mute my mic.
Star
I can't
67,
help but
right?
not laugh.
You can't be a part of this?
He always laughs. Star 67.
Please leave your message for 757.
That's disappointing. I wanted that so bad.
What normally happens?
We just start to
How long have you had this podcast?
just harass him.
Yeah.
This is our 7th week, so we're still very
one per week?
yeah, one per week.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But I mean, okay, who else? Who else?
Here's
should we
one.
call?
Here's Benny Hinn's over the number, I think, to his headquarters.
Okay.
What if he answers? Like, dude, you guys have been falling off.
Does Brother Hinn pray for animals? That's what I'm going to lead with.
It's a really weird ring pattern.
Yeah, it is. It's fast. Do we cut this out if they don't answer? They just keep playing.
Is there another healing ministry we could call?
What if you call TBN and say that you want a show?
Oh yeah, call TBN. Call TBN. Call them up. Call them up.
TBN Ministry or
TBN, Trinity Broadcasting Network.
TBN.
We should call the Dove Awards. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no, here.
Wait.
Is there any way to get in contact
Somebody
with?
said.
Okay, here you go. 714.
The Doves are this week, right?
832.
Are you going to it?
No.
2950.
Why aren't you going? You should be the host, bro.
714-832-2950.
Cancel from them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is stupid. There's no way.
They don't let me near any of that.
That is so stupid.
I'm good though. I like the people over there though, but somebody did have a joke about best worship album is like, here's a golden
Right.
Yeah.
It's a golden
Is this
idol.
too far?
It's only,
It's like, here's to award the best worship. Here's a golden.
Yeah.
You're like,
that falls down on itself.
It's a mini Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
Its feet are made of clay. Its legs are made of cast iron.
yeah.
We should do the Golden Calf Awards.
Oh, that's what the Dove Awards should be.
Yeah.
You get a golden calf.
See if you can find. There's
Is there a number we could call for the Doves?
I got TBN. 1 sec.
I gave Everett the TBN. He's got it.
because the best
Do you have the
worship.
TBN? Call him. Sometimes you just, you need to
Calling
persist.
Trinity Broadcasting Network. This call may be
See if you can
recorded
get
for
I got a
quality
number.
assurance
I got a
and
number as well.
training
For the
purposes.
Doves?
GMA.
If
Of
you know
GMA,
the
yeah.
extension of the party you are trying to reach, please dial it now. Press 0 to reach the operator.
Our God is great and glory.
Thank you for calling TBN. This is Rebecca. How may I direct your call?
Hi, Rebecca. I'm wondering if there's somebody there. My name is Lentz Cunnigham, and I'm a pastor down here in Gainesville, Florida. And I'm wondering if there's somebody there that would be able to pray with me about some things.
Yes, I could transfer you to our prayer department. Do you have our prayer line number?
I don't have it on me right off the top of my head, but I would love to jot it down if you have it handy.
I do. Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, just give me a second here because I just don't have paper on the ready these days. So
It's okay. I can wait for you to get something.
Okay, I got it. Here we go.
Oh, all right. So our prayer line number is 714
714
731
731
1000.
2000
1000 with a 1.
1000.
Yes, sir. And I could go ahead and transfer you.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Our God is great and
prayer line. Your call is important to us. We are currently experiencing technical issues and delays in getting to your call. If you would like to hold for the next available prayer partner, please press 1 or stay on the line. For donations, please press 2. To leave us a voicemail, please press 3. You can also leave us your prayer request on our website 24 hours a day at www.tvn.org/prayer. Thank you and God bless you.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Thank you for calling TBN's prayer line.
All right, I'm on hold. I love it. Isn't there like some news that came out about TBN this week? Fritters. My animal fritters.
The Rosenberg report said something.
Yeah, there's something that came out. Apparently, like, there's like all this money going to the owners to like make movies, but they never make movies. And they
It's a good business.
Yeah, exactly.
All of our prayer partners are currently praying for other callers. If you would like to continue holding for the next available prayer partner, please press 1 or stay on the line.
Do you want to hang
To leave
on?
us a voicemail, please press 2.
Do we want
You
to
can
call
also leave us your
GMAs?
prayer
Yes, call the
request on our
GMAs.
web.
Yeah, call the GMAs.
What's GMA?
Okay.
Dove Awards.
Oh, Dove Awards.
161. Not 161.
You got to split soon?
242. 0303.
If one of my friends answers, then
We'll
I
wrap
can't-
this up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Are we good?
Yeah.
Who's that girl on his phone case?
Is Gurf.
Thank you for calling the Gospel Music Association. If you know the extension of the person you wish to reach, you may dial it at any time. For customer service, please press 1.
I know what I'm going to do.
The party you are trying to reach is not available to take your call.
Jeez, phone
Please leave a message after the tone.
I'm going to leave a message.
Press the pound key to end recording.
We could hit 1.
Hi there. This is Lentz Cunnigham. I'm a pastor down here in Gainesville, Florida, and I'm just calling about the Doves this week. I heard that John Crist, who is a comedian, so-called Christian, might be hosting the Doves, and my family of 12 will not be watching the Doves. No, we will not. This morning in homeschool, after we said the Pledge of Allegiance, I had to sit the kids down and my kids use the internet. They're not strangers to Al Gore's machination. And, so they're on there and John Crist he's telling jokes and he's been doing reviews of churches. And I, for one, do not appreciate it. Even the fact that he's allowed in a church. Okay. So I just want to let y'all know that I think you're making a huge mistake. Okay. I have been going to the Doves ever since Sandy Patty sang her guts out in 1989. And, what y'all are doing is you're ruining a Christian legacy is what you're doing. I'm disgusted. I'm upset. My son Jeremiah is crying right now. Because he had his heart set on it. He had his heart set on it, GMAs. And y'all are taking this away from us by putting John Crist on a stage. You. It's pretty good. I mean, not my best performance, but...
I didn't know where that was headed.
Okay.
That is genius.
You do this every week?
Every week.
That's unreal, dude.
Okay, guys, so...
Last segment?
Last segment.
I guess we kind of did it already. It was called... We renamed it to Bone to Picks.
Yeah.
Bones to Pick.
Beyond to PEOCK.
Beyond the PEOCK?
Which was the last rant.
Yeah, it was the last rant.
So...
Yeah. So where do we go from here? This is where we go from here. If you are the reading sort, buy John Crist's new book.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
It's basically everything that we've discussed today. It's about stuff like this, pretty much.
Okay.
Maybe just be like, come on. Yeah.
It's called Don't Post That?
It's called, delete that.
Delete that.
Dude, yeah, close though. Yeah. Did you get the...
Where can you buy it?
Did you get the PR write-up we sent over?
No. Did you send it over?
No, I don't think we did. Yeah.
We'll find it. Brian will Google it.
You have like my PR people that set me up on like podcast and I was like, this one's like mine.
Yeah, this is covered.
But I had to add it. I added it to the list though.
Good.
We have a PR plan. I was like, hey, they're like getting like Good Morning America and like Fox News. I was like, guys, I got one.
Yep.
And they're like, what is it? And I was like, well, this is episode 7, and they're squatting in someone's home.
It's gonna be big.
Yeah. I'm gonna get on in the ground floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So buy the book. Where is it available?
Anywhere you buy books: Walmart, Target, Barnes and Noble.
If I find your
Amazon.
book at Walmart, I'm gonna video it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it. Obviously,
pray over it.
I'm gonna try to steal one of your books. I've never stolen anything in my life, and I'm gonna try to steal your book.
I will.
Let's film that.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna try to. Anytime I see your book, I'm making a promise to you
steal it.
that anytime I see your book, I'm gonna try and steal it
from the person that's reading it.
No, I mean from businesses.
Oh yeah, steal it. Yeah.
From a Barnes and Noble. If I ever see it, I will try and steal it.
Welcome to the TheosU post-show Clubhouse, baby. Let's get it.